How DaBaby became the most hated rapper ever by SunnyV2. Yeah, man, DaBaby's reputation went down a lot in like the last year. He was popping, he was hot, bro. I still mess with DaBaby, but that man's rep went down bad, bro. People really don't rock with him no more for a bevy of reasons. And SunnyV2 is about to detail for that for us today. So, hey, let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Make sure you show a lot of love to this video, like, share, and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get it.
DaBaby has slowly become the internet's most hated rapper. What did
Seemed
he
like
do
it.
to earn this title? Well, his actions range from insulting fans to getting angry at flight attendants.
I remember that
The
video.
first thing that began to turn DaBaby's audience against him was the time he'd get into a beef with kids YouTuber JoJo Siwa. The argument began after DaBaby would post a song titled Beatbox Freestyle.
Okay, I remember him saying something about her in his song, but I didn't, a beef, what? That's not really a word that we use. When I say we, I mean, you know, my people. We don't use the word beef when we just have an issue with somebody. It's not beef. It's not the same thing. Like JoJo C was a little girl.
In which he'd hold up a photo of JoJo Siwa and call her a bunch of nasty names.
Oh, damn,
This
DaBaby.
was instantly shared to Twitter where it gained over 1 million views and 42,000 likes.
Damn, why you do
What
that?
did JoJo Siwa do that made DaBaby mad like that? While some joked about DaBaby calling her out over a height insecurity, most were simply baffled that DaBaby would target
DaBaby's not that short.
She's literally a child,
right?
Kinda out of line, to be honest.
Yeah.
That is funny AF. He really came for a whole kid, which accompanied a post by James Charles reading, "Can someone please explain
About DaBaby dissing JoJo Siwa when she's 12 years younger, 10 times richer, and 2 inches taller than him. James Charles, we don't want to hear from you, you goddamn predator.
why DaBaby is
Shut
dissing
your ass
JoJo
up.
Siwa when she's 12 years
But
old,
he ain't lie, though.
10 times richer and 2 inches taller
Is she
than
taller?
him. Now DaBaby
DaBaby's not that short, bro.
Responding to these comments, as they weren't really even criticism. A lot of the responses were supportive, such as, "I don't think he meant nothing of it, probably just needed something to say."
What did he? I
The
want to know
others
what he
were simply
said, bro. I'm gonna have to watch that
surprised
video
DaBaby went
myself.
there, which is literally how DaBaby described his own branding.
I'm gonna say, I can't believe he said that.
However, despite also stating
Yeah.
that he wasn't the type of guy to respond to things online,
When it's said outside of music and I'm expected to respond and clear it up without using music, that ain't what I do.
it's still taken
Okay.
Twitter to squash the drama in a post reading, "It's JoJo Siwa. My 3-year-old princess is your #1 fan.
Oh.
I bought her every product you have out. She
Oh.
thinks she you. Don't let him trick you into thinking I'd ever have a problem with you. My wordplay just went over their heads.
I need to know what he
Bottom line,
said.
shorty, keep shining." Now, DaBaby's response was actually pretty decent, but since he never needed to respond in the first place, all it did was show everyone that he was paying attention to the drama and was
Streisand effect, bro. Streisand effect. Or would this qualify as Streisand effect? For those who don't know what the Streisand effect is, it's the phenomenon where basically there's something that happens, right? There's an issue that goes on, and you try to silence the issue or like push it down to make it so that it's less known. But by you doing that, you inadvertently make it more known. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you didn't go through the effort of trying to make it less known, it would have never blew up in the first damn place. So pretty much you're the reason that it blew up, even though you were trying to make it have the opposite effect. Barbara Streisand, I guess there's a whole situation where she did that. Something about her doing something illegal and trying to like hide the evidence, but it actually created more evidence. Something like that. Y'all can look into that. But yeah, seemed like if he never really acknowledged it like that, it would have eventually just died down. It probably would have, but he acknowledged it, so it's like, damn.
was unable to stay silent if he was criticized too heavily. In the lead up to this tweet, DaBaby had established a reputation as a kind of hardcore gangster rapper, and to be on Twitter justifying why you made a diss on a
Gangster rapper. It's so cringe when people say that.
Authentic to his image. DaBaby stated in an interview that he's doing his own thing and is not really caught up in any of the internet drama.
I'm just
Right.
doing me. Like I'm not even really caught up in what I got going on.
He don't even gangbang, from what I know.
He contradicts this by stating that he's willing to change his opinions if the internet criticism becomes too harsh.
Oh, damn.
About how much you value others' opinions on the internet or just, you know, people's opinion around you. I don't value it until they get to messing with my money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, though.
Now you probably need to take heed to that, you know, make some adjustments.
While this is certainly a more mature approach, maturity is rarely what people are looking for in music and entertainment.
That's true. They want the drama.
About this, but it often feels as though the personality of the person making the music is just as important as the music itself. And when it comes to
nowadays
rap, people want to follow the completely unapologetic gangster as opposed to the person who's known for responding to criticism on Twitter. This point feeds perfectly into his response to the Rolling Loud controversy.
Oh, man.
4 months after the incident.
We know about this one.
Whilst on stage, DaBaby would imply that people with HIV weren't welcome at his shows, and since the event was being streamed online, the internet began to discuss the comments immediately.
Yeah, bro.
Now, as mentioned in other videos, if DaBaby had simply stayed silent on the criticism,
This was
the
bad.
problem would have disappeared.
Yeah.
However, just like the JoJo
Another situation.
controversy, he felt the need to clarify his position with a public statement.
I'm gonna address this one time and I'm gonna get
get back to giving my love to my fans.
Okay.
Because what me and my fans do at the live show, it don't concern you. It's not y'all business. What I do at the live show is for the audience at the live show. It'll never translate correctly to somebody looking at a little 5-6 second clip on their phone.
Yeah.
It just don't work like that.
I agree with that statement. However, if the live show is being broadcasted live on the internet so that anybody could watch it, then yeah, you kind of fucked up, bro. Damn, man. Because I know he really didn't mean the comments that he said. Basically what he said, he said some homophobic comments according to people. I think that everybody took it the wrong way, but you know, people take it the wrong way, they cancel you. That's how it happens nowadays, 2022. You got to be politically correct most of the time. Every now and again, you could be edgy, but you know what I'm saying? You get punished for it, depending on how edgy you were. And he wasn't even trying to be edgy. It's just it wasn't a big deal, bro. That man ain't got no problem with nobody because of the way they live their life. I don't believe anyway. But, you know, the narrative is that he does because of what he said.
This Instagram live stream only led to more people discovering what he had said, and shortly thereafter, celebrities such as Elton John, Madonna, and Dua Lipa were stating on Instagram that they were surprised and horrified at DaBaby's comments.
You got them people coming out saying something about your boy.
At any point during the Rolling Loud controversy.
Were you kind of scared, like how everyone was like trying to cancel you and shit like that?
Nah, I wasn't scared. That was probably my problem.
However, this is a complete contradiction to his actions, because if he wasn't scared, he wouldn't feel the need to take to Twitter and apologize, which is
you
what
look bad when you double down on your opinion and then apologize after.
The LGBTQ plus community for the hurtful and triggering comments I made. Again, I apologize for my misinformed comments about HIV/AIDS, and I know education on this is important. Going back to the problem of authenticity, DaBaby would go on to state that he didn't.
You better off not saying nothing.
Apology.
Even though, you know, I don't agree with it. You feel me? Like, you know, if
bro, so you apologize for PC, but then admitted that that's what that was. Oh man, not PC, PR, public relations. You know what I'm saying? You apologize just so it look good, and then you admitted publicly that you only apologize because it looked good. Damn, bro, you shot yourself in the foot with that one. You shouldn't have said nothing. What you doing? Like, bruh, I don't care what none of y'all say. Y'all can act like y'all just the best people on this planet. Man, y'all done apologize for some shit that you really didn't feel like you should have had to apologize for. Y'all have done that shit before, man. We've all done it. But like, man, I don't feel like I owe this dude an apology or owe this person an apology or these people an apology. But I'm gonna go and apologize anyway, because if I don't, it's gonna be worse consequences. So just for the sake of not suffering worse consequences or having to deal with backlash, I'm gonna just go ahead and apologize, even though I secretly don't feel like they deserve it. We've all done that shit before, bro. Come on, man. But we don't talk about it afterwards. Not publicly.
You gotta be made of this what God want me to go through, you feel me, for whatever reason.
Hey man, I'm a realist, bro. I'm honest. I ain't gonna sit there and lie about that shit.
At a certain level, you have to move in a different way.
You get to certain levels in it, you know, and you gotta make a
they got the flag behind them, they funny.
And move a certain way. It's simple, you know.
Ironically, he's talking to Charlemagne, who wrote a book on how living an authentic life is the quickest path to success, which is something that DaBaby himself highlighted as the reason behind why he's been so successful.
What makes you different?
Nah, man, I'm
like,
just
why do you
me,
get that drive?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just me.
Yet going back on his own statements and posting insincere apologies.
You shouldn't have did that, man.
His authentic, brutal rapper image.
Yes.
As a rapper, somebody who can speak freely, and I'm not one to do all that hard work day in, day out, make all these sacrifices, get there just to be controlled like a puppet, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't how I get out.
Now, it didn't seem like DaBaby actually had any problems with the people he called out.
Anybody from the LGBT.
He don't, man, I'm telling you.
Bro, I am not tripping on y'all. I ain't never.
That man don't care about how nobody live their life, bro.
No group of people in particular, and nothing like that. Like, it really ain't that deep at all to me.
However, because he blew the whole thing up with a bunch of his own social media attention,
he messed up saying
he
that.
was working with began to drop him one.
You know, nowadays you say anything, you get called homophobic.
Publicly ended their relationship with him. Lollapalooza dropped him from the lineup on the very last day of the festival, citing their founding values of diversity, inclusivity, respect, and love. The Governor's Ball Music Festival, set to take place in September, announced that DaBaby would not be performing as part of their lineup. UK event Parklife cut him from the roster. The rapper's team claims that the decision was made months before Rolling Loud.
Oh, really?
The team behind Day and Night Vegas replaced his set list with that of Roddy Ricch.
Damn, replace him with Roddy Ricch.
Party quickly removed him from the list of celebrity performers, and on the Full Send podcast, DaBaby explained that he was set to release his own meal at Burger King, which was also cancelled as a
I would have said I never seen on DaBaby meal, but I guess that's why.
Meal at Burger King.
Damn.
People don't know that it was called the Jonathan Kirk meal. They wanted to use my name. I shot a commercial for it and everything. They had my name on the box, everything.
Did it
like
come
they
out?
had me. No.
Hell no, it ain't come out.
In a different interview, DaBaby gave a dollar figure for how much his comments had cost him.
I had $30 million worth of shows on the schedule before the
December 31st. I was finna buy my private plane, but it is what it is. It go happen.
All for one thing you said, boy, 30 million.
Yeah.
Gone.
DaBaby clearly took the loss in a very respectable manner. This seemingly did little to repair his reputation, as after being invited back to Rolling Loud 6 months later, the crowd threw drinks at him.
Throwing drinks at that man.
The worst part about the controversy was, from that point onwards, DaBaby was berated on Twitter for almost anything.
Said his PR team must be tired of him.
For example, people brought up the time where he'd attack a fan at a club for putting a flashlight in his face, resulting in another apology video.
I do sincerely apologize. Keep in mind, I couldn't see you.
Accompanying another bizarre clip of him being rejected whilst trying to kiss a fan, which also warranted some kind of strange Instagram response to the event.
I didn't see this. That's just cringe.
After mistake. After mistake, after mistake.
There was also the time where he
Joe
made
Budden.
what seemed to be a satirical tweet stating that he was voting for Kanye, which
Oh my
warranted
God.
responses such as, "Waste, I can't believe you're even promoting this.
Now you done
You're
annoyed
too
the
big of a
political
platform to
people.
be tweeting this
I'm not
nonsense.
political, y'all.
Bruh, you're not even eligible to vote."
Give a damn
Which
about none of
accompanied a
this.
different, more recent video where he'd get angry at a flight attendant for not combing her hair.
We gonna pay all that for that flight. You gonna comb your head.
Damn, bro.
You gonna pay all.
And he was just trying to be funny right here, but you can't do that nowadays, bro.
This is probably part of the reason why DaBaby believes that
Not in
social media
2022.
can become a negative thing once you reach a certain size.
At
Yes.
some point, I think like it may be safer for you not to use it as much.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Become overexposed.
Hold on.
The real question
Yeah, you gotta be very. I'm gonna rewind 5 seconds. You gotta be very, 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 very careful in particular about the things you say on social media once you reach that level, because people is watching you and they gonna take any little thing that you might say and they gonna make their own, they gonna push their own agenda with it. And sometimes the agenda that they gonna push with what you said, it's gonna work. And regardless of how you meant it, they gonna be like, I don't care what you say. You might say you meant it this way, but I don't believe you, bro. I think you meant it this way. As a matter of fact, we're gonna push that you meant it this way. Now you're canceled. Tough.
It may be safer for you not to use it as much because you can become overexposed.
But the real question is, how has this affected the performance of his music? Well, his latest album released in September 2022, which was titled Baby on Baby 2, sold only 16,000 units in its first week, which is
And that's
87%
bad
less
for
than Baby on
DaBaby,
Baby 1,
yeah.
which sold 124,000 units in its first week. The music video for one of the songs on his new album titled Boogeyman features 5 different people, one of which being an obviously gay person, and throughout the video everyone is killed besides the gay guy, before DaBaby daps him up at the end, says I ain't got a problem with you, and once again apologizes for the Rolling Loud comments.
Oh, wow.
It just feels extremely performative and insincere.
That is performative, but so it's a music video. It's supposed to be. Bro, I hate people overusing the word performative nowadays. Oh, what you're doing is performative. It's performative. Always perform. It's a music video. It's supposed to be like so. Like, fuck out of here, bro. And I understand, like, you don't want things to be performative because it seems like you're lying or faking things, which they have accused him of in the past already. So, like, you definitely don't want to be accused of being just a performative about everything. But this specific thing right here, come on, man. Like, put the gay dude in the music video and then make the gay dude be the one person that survived at the end and then walk off. Man, so fucking what, bro? Like, now we attacking people's artistic creativity. Like, you can't even make music videos the way you want to. I can't make a story or a skit or a comedy sketch the way I want to. And I know it's not a skit, but that's music videos kind of are nowadays when you do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. That's not even that big of a deal. But hey, man, I can't say nobody can't say this man DaBaby at this point. He already pretty much canceled and blackballed, bro. People trying to say, oh, if you make actually good music, you can't get canceled. Yes, you can, because this man makes good music. Nobody has ever questioned DaBaby's musical ability or how good he is at rapping. It's just that this man said some things, pissed off enough people, they don't like him no more.
Controversy. Because alongside his new album's poor release, DaBaby announced that he had to cancel one of his shows after selling only 500 tickets to a venue which seated 14,000. Going to a DaBaby concert because I need some alone time and I know no one else will be there.
Wow.
If I put all my followers in a room and sang a little song to them, then I'd have a more successful concert than DaBaby.
Damn.
The DaBaby concert was lit. However, to DaBaby's credit, he's taken his setbacks quite humbly, having replied to his lower album sales by stating, "Not bad for the blackballed baby." There are a lot of people who have covered in the past that are clearly deserving of their poor reputations, but you could argue that DaBaby isn't really one of them.
I would argue that.
With a library of incredibly well-made music,
look at him,
he's been unable to keep his mouth closed on controversial topics, which only compounds when you compromise your integrity and change your personality to suit whatever the audience wants you to be.
That might be the biggest issue, is that he backpedaled on the apologies. He made an apology and then went back and said, no, I didn't mean that apology. Bro, you can't say that publicly, even if you really didn't mean it. Like I said, we've all done that before. You don't say it. Like, what the hell, bro? But yeah, man, I wouldn't say DaBaby deserved to get canceled. he made some bad comments, man. He made some bad decisions. He apologized. He went back on some apologies. He just made some bad decisions, bro. But I don't think he's a bad person that deserves to be blackballed from the industry. But hey, they already trying to get that man up out of here. He lucky he sold that 16K. But yeah, man, that's gonna do it for this video. How DaBaby became the most hated rapper ever. A couple things I didn't know about, like the JoJo Siwa one. So that was interesting. If y'all like this reaction, make sure y'all show a lot of love down in the comments. Make sure you hit the like button too, as well, if you like this reaction. And tune in for the next reaction, whatever it is, man, or whatever kind of video. It might be a gameplay, you never know. It might be a stream. Just make sure to stay tuned in. Hit the subscribe bell down below next to the subscribe button so you don't miss anything in the future. And until next time, we are up out of this thing, y'all. This is your boy Dairu. We signing out. Hey.